everyone. Happy Friday. I'm just getting ready. I'm going to let some time roll by to see if anyone wants to hop on live. How was your week? There was definitely some weird energy going on. I don't know if you had a time shift, the 1 hour spring forward, but that has literally messed up my entire week. I know it's just an hour, but I've been one whole day behind this entire week. On Wednesday, I thought it was Tuesday, and today it doesn't even feel like Friday. I'm just behind, a whole day behind. It's weird how that happens, huh? It's like your whole routine and system and cycle get messed up. I envy the countries that do not have daylight savings time, so they don't have to go through this twice a year. But I have something special for you today. Today is not a typical masterclass like it usually is. Today I want to do a meditation, a really powerful and profound meditation to help you get connected to your true self. Your true self, without any labels, without any titles. And it's a combination of an exercise I experienced myself with Deepak Chopra. I went to see him speak at the Sheraton Center in Toronto. Oh, must have been before, like 2004, 5-ish, maybe 6-ish. No, I know where I was living. It was definitely before 2005. But I've taken the exercise he guided us through and added, I've kind of combined 2 exercises to make it even more powerful for you, because these exercises done alone are already powerful, but I kind of melded them together into this powerful meditation I want to do for you now. So, just getting comfortable in a place where you can sit or lie down, free from any distractions, somewhere nice and comfortable. If you're listening to this while you're driving, press pause and listen to it later. This exercise should not, I repeat, should not be done while you're operating a motor vehicle. Any meditation. So just getting comfortable. Taking a few deep, cleansing breaths to center ourselves. Let's do this in through the nose, holding at the top, and then out through the mouth. In through the nose, holding at the top, out through the mouth. And one more time in your own timing, in through the nose, holding at the top, and out through the mouth. And now just closing your eyes and allowing yourself to sink nice and deep within yourself. Just sink and rest and drift deeper and deeper inside of yourself. Just finding that beautiful place where you're not quite asleep, but you're not quite awake. That in-between state where you're not quite asleep and not quite awake. Just allowing this gentle floating or drifting feeling to develop in your body as you just relax and allow every cell, every muscle, every nerve to just let go completely. Just letting go, just drifting deeper and deeper into a beautiful awareness of yourself. And now I'd like you to imagine that you are contained within a rosebud. The rosebud is enveloping all of you, and it's tight and it's closed because it's a bud that hasn't opened yet. And as I guide you through this next process, I want you to begin to see that this rosebud is gently opening. And with every phrase that I say, you see another petal open, soften, and drop. Open, soften, and drop. Soften, open, and drop. Soften, open, and drop. Because we're about to peel away all of the things that you are not. We are about to peel away all of the things, all the labels, all the titles, all the falsehoods of who you think you are. So just beginning to see this rosebud starting to soften and open now. And with every phrase, you see layer by layer, petal by petal, this rose begin to bloom. That once it's fully opened, in full bloom, will reveal who you really are. And as you listen to my words, as I guide you through this exercise, every now and then I will ask the question, who is listening? Beginning with the first petal now. You are not your circumstances. You are not your job. You are not your skin color. You are not your shape or size. You are not your age. You are not what's in your bank account. So who is listening? And with every petal that opens, we let go of a falsehood or a label that we have been using as our identity. So just getting comfortable and settling within yourself and closing your eyes as you listen to me guide you through this beautiful, powerful process of letting go and peeling away the falsehoods of our true identity. So you're still imagining yourself inside a little rosebud, a big rosebud. It's big enough to hold you. And with every phrase, I want you to see a petal, one by one, soften, open, and drop. Soften, open, and drop. So going back to the exercise now. You are not the clothes you wear, the place you live in, or the car you drive or don't drive. You are not your past, where you've been, what's happened to you. No matter how good or bad, you are not, your identity is not in these experiences. although parts of your character may have been formed, you are not these experiences. And just continuing to see, petal by petal, with every phrase that I say, see it soften, open, and drop. With every petal that we soften, open, and drop, we are letting go of a falsehood, of a label that we have allowed for society or ourselves to identify as. Continuing on. You are not the people you've dated. You are not the mistakes you've made. You are not your past. You are not your future. So who is really listening? You are not your eye color, your hair color, your gene size. You are not your age. You are not even your gender. So who is listening? You are not your family. You are not your friends. You are not the jobs you've had or will have. So who is listening? You are also not your name or your title or your birthday. So who is listening? You are not your bank account. You are not your retirement savings. You are not your job. So who is listening? Who is really listening? You are not your body. You are not your nationality. You are not your passport. So who is listening? You are not any of the things or names that you have been called in the past. So who is listening? Just seeing this flower continue to open, petal by petal by petal. I ask you again, who is really listening? If you are not your body, if you are not your name, if you are not your job, who is listening? You are not any of the things. That society tells you. Status, income, title, married or not married. You are not any of those things. So who is listening? You are not your past or your mistakes or the challenges you've had. So who is listening? The part of you that's listening is the only part of you that's real. Everything else is a label. Everything else is a label. What's real is who is listening. You are not your eyes, you are not your mind, you are not your body. So who is listening? The part of you that is listening is the part of you that is eternal. The part of you that is listening is the part of you that is eternal. The part of you that is listening has been here before. The part of you that is listening knows that there is really only one of us here. We are all connected. We are all each other's brother and sister. We all bleed red. We all breathe oxygen. We were all born naked. We are all connected. There is only one of us here. So who is listening? That's why when someone yawns, you yawn too. It's how you can feel someone staring at you from behind. It's how and why we laugh or cry when someone else laughs or cries. We are all connected. There is only one of us here. So who is really listening? And just allowing the last few petals of this beautiful rose bloom and open. What is left if you are none of those things? What is left in the middle of the rose? If you are none of those things, you are not your job, you are not your past, you are not your name, you are not your mind, you are not your body. Who is listening? Who is it that is listening? What part of you is listening? There is really only one of us here. What is left in the center of this rose? What is left is who you really are. Who is listening is your soul. We are souls having a physical experience. We don't have a soul, we are a soul. So just allowing the last few petals to open and see yourself. What do you see? You can tell me in the comments after what this experience was like for you. Some people see electrons and protons floating around. Some people see light. Some people feel they just are the flower. We are pieces of the universe experiencing itself. We are all connected. So just knowing that your true essence, who you really are, your identity, is not in any of those labels or that junk that we just let fall away. Who you are is love. You are love living in a body. You are love personified as a soul living in this body. And just holding that vision with you for as long as you want, knowing that you can return to this place at any time. Who you really are can never be taken away from you. Only things that prevent you from remembering can get in the way. You are so much more powerful than you have allowed yourself to believe. Our souls are immortal. And love is the most powerful force on the planet. With love, anything is possible, and you are love. So just allowing the awareness now to start coming back into your body here and now. Just starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes and move around. And if your eyes were closed, you're going to begin to open your eyes now. And your eyes are now open. Opening your eyes now, bringing your awareness back to this body. And bringing with you the essence of who you really are. May you never forget this again. Let me know how that was for you. When Deepak Chopra walked me through this exercise, I had tears streaming down my face. It was the first time I was ever conscious and aware of my own soul. It was a very deep experience for me, and I wanted to share this with you now. So this is my gift to you today. No teaching, no masterclass, just this beautiful experience of connecting with your soul. So wherever you are in the world, may your day be filled with magic and love. I'm going to keep this broadcast pretty short today. And if you're catching this on the replay, let me know in the comments how this was for you. This is Tiina Susanna Farin signing off for now.